This is a good question. So one person here is basically saying that iguanas are invasive species, and another wonderful person is asking my opinion, what I think about iguanas as an invasive species. It's a complex topic, and I haven't replied to that message because I wanted to speak specifically about this on the stream or to make some video about it, because it's important and very complex thing to think about. So we have a number of sides of this problem. The first side of this problem is, yes, I admit, and like probably everyone admits, that iguanas are invasive species in Florida and they are not native. And yes, they are destroying properties. They're destroying plants. They're clogging the drainage system in the city. They can do a lot of bad stuff. Another side of this problem is irresponsible owners of animals who someday just decide to try to have an iguana, and then without a second thought, after they see their nature, aggressive and not easy nature, they're just letting them go in the wild. And while in other states where the nature is colder, it's fine because they are dying outside because they cannot survive the cold weather. In the case of Florida, it's like perfect place for them to live. And right now it raised to the point where it's a problem for the whole state. So first of all, I want to blame the people, irresponsible people. All those killings of iguanas that you see on YouTube, people hunting them, people being cruel to them, and all those unnecessary deaths of these poor animals is on your hands. I want to stress this. If when you're taking the animal at home, you have to be responsible and you have to have a knowledge. What are you doing? Why are you doing? It's like, for me, it's like before you can drive, you have to learn to drive and you have to have a license. So the state allows you to drive. I'm not saying that having the pet, any pet, it's the same thing. It have to be the same thing, like you have to have a pet license, no. But I believe that there should be some kind of check before selling the animal as a pet to the person. There should be some background check and there should be some knowledge check, because I'm receiving a lot of messages where people first decide to have this animal at home and they buy it, and then they write, oh, you know, I don't know what should I do with this animal, can you please help me? These people just make me sick. How can you be so irresponsible? How can you... This is not a toy. This is a living being that wants to enjoy its life, that wants to enjoy its existence. And iguana is not an easy pet to keep. Like, we will speak about this a little bit later, but I blame this problem in Florida, first of all, on people who first having the pets and then letting them go in the wild. I cannot understand. I don't see any forgiveness to those people. Those have to be blamed on the first place. There is another problem where state allows the state of Florida put iguanas and some other exotic reptiles as outlaws, and they allow them to be killed just on the street as you know. There should be a program, like I think there should be a state program where this all done by us, people with the knowledge and people with the understanding of why this is why these animals have to be removed from the environment, and how this should be done in most gentle and humane way. Not like it's happening right now, where there are people, brain dead, sick people with arrows and shotguns just killing those poor animals, and most of the times it's not in a humane way. I cannot see those videos, like, just insane. You know, it's like when we people are, we are monkeys. We are not far from monkeys. This cruelty that sits in us, it just have to find it should be just allowed us to. State of Florida says, okay, this is invasive species, and what those people understand, okay, now I can go and kill them and do whatever I want and be a kind of a hunter and do good stuff. No, you're, by being cruel and by making animals suffer, you're not doing anyone any good. So that's my opinion on the problem. Someone can disagree, but that's what I think. Let me read the chat a little bit. My iguana is my best friend. The connection you get with... Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, iguanas can be the best friends. Thank you for sharing knowledge. Yes, thank you. Trying to do my best. They don't think about it in the long run. I agree. I'm afraid, first, I am afraid how those animals are being killed. Second, I am afraid about the anger and this cruelty that comes out of people who are doing this, and the way that they're doing this. This is scary sometimes, what they are doing with these poor animals and what they allowed to do. Let's move forward. There's no easy solution. I admit that these animals are invasive, but I think regular people should not take care of this problem. It should be the state program where knowledgeable people doing their work. That's it. Yeah, horrible. Yes, the videos that you can see on YouTube are horrible. And what amazes me is that it's allowed. By YouTube, by Instagram, by state of Florida, you're just showing like animals are suffering. Why? Why? I don't want to see that. I don't want that to happen.